In this episode,
we talk about the pros and cons of having a home base versus not.
Right, so we're out for one of our daily walks and thought we'd take a quick moment to film a video for you guys. So we subscribe to a lot of RV channels, and we've noticed a lot of people with home bases and a lot of people who don't have a home base, which is something we've realized we needed to take into consideration when embarking on our new adventure.
Yep.
So we're going to look at the pros and cons of having a home base.
Or not.
Or not.
So keep in mind, we're coming at this from a Canadian perspective as well. So that makes things a little bit different than our American friends.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the pros of having a home base. One of the main things is storage. You have a place to keep your stuff.
Yes.
Otherwise, you might have to pay for storage anyways.
Yes. Or sell it all off, which we have done in the past.
We've been there and done that 3 times already.
Yes.
So we know what that entails for sure. Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Another big one that has come up recently is you have a place to go in case of emergencies. If there's a health emergency or just anything.
Pandemic.
Global pandemic, as we've seen. For Canadians, it also gives us a place to register for our health care because our health care is tied to where we live. And finally, there's just the comfort of having a place to call home.
Yeah.
That's just kind of nice too.
Kind of like psychological, warm and fuzzy feeling. When we started looking at the drawbacks of having a home base, we realized kind of 2 main things. One being the potential security risk of leaving a home empty. Now, I mean, you could get a condo or something that has gated entry and stuff like that. So there are ways around that, but it is definitely something to consider.
Something to think about.
Yeah. And then the other big thing more so was cost. Usually, if you're going to keep a home base, you'll be looking at either owning or renting a place. So there would be costs involved in that. Or renting a room, as some people do, from a family member. If you own the place, you're going to have the cost of regular maintenance and upkeep. And if it's a house, like we've been looking at, you might want to consider having someone there in the winter to clear your driveway if it snows where you live.
Do your grass in the summer.
Do your grass in the summer.
So, in summary, for us particularly, we've decided to go with having a home base.
Yep.
And we're actually doing it in a nice little rural town. That's going to help us keep our costs fairly low.
Oh. Yes.
The other thing we've had to do in the past is get private health care because we haven't had the residency requirements to have the provincial health care. And that was a huge pain because upon return you have to reapply and there's a waiting period and it's just a huge pain. So it's a lot better if you can maintain residency and keep your provincial health care when you're in Canada.
So those are the pros and cons of having a home base. We hope that you found that helpful.
Yeah, thanks for coming on this little walk with us. As always, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like and share. Give us a couple comments, let us know what you think. And remember, when you roam, everywhere is home.
And we had a private provincial health care to